CHAP. 36 of the images of Saturn. But now what images they did attribute to the planets. Although of these things very large volumes have been written by the ancient wise men, so that there is no need to declare them here, notwithstanding I will recite a few of them, for they made, from the operations of Saturn ascending in a stone, which is called the lodestone, the image of a man, having the countenance of a hart, and camel's feet, and sitting upon a chair or else a dragon, holding in his right hand a scythe, in his left a dart, which image they hoped would be profitable for prolongation of life, for Albumisar, in his book Siddhar, proves that Saturn conduces to the prolongation of life, where, also, he says that certain regions of India being subject to Saturn, the men are of a very long life, and die not unless by extreme old age. They made, also, an image of Saturn, for length of days, in a sapphire, at the hour of Saturn ascending or fortunately constituted, whose figure was an old man sitting upon a high chair, having his hands lifted up above his head, and in them holding a fish or sickle, and under his feet a bunch of grapes, his head covered with a black or dusky-colored cloth, and all his garments black or dark. They also make this same image against the stone, and disease of the kidneys, viz. In the hour of Saturn ascending with the third face of Aquarius. They made also, from the operations of Saturn, an image for the increasing of power Saturn ascending in Capricorn, the form of which was an old man leaning on a staff, having in his hand a crooked sickle, and clothed in black. They also made an image of melted copper, Saturn ascending in his rising, viz. In the first degree of Aries, or the first degree of Capricorn, which image they affirm to speak with a man's voice. They made also, from the operations of Saturn, and also Mercury, an image of cast metal, like a beautiful man, which, they said, would foretell things to come, and made it on the day of Mercury, on the third hour of Saturn, the sign of Gemini ascending, being the house of Mercury, signifying prophets, Saturn and Mercury being in conjunction in Aquarius, in the ninth house of heaven, which is also called God. Moreover, let Saturn have a trine aspect on the ascendant, and the moon in like manner, and the sun have an aspect on the place of conjunction. Venus, obtaining some angle, may be powerful and occidental. Let Mars be combust by the sun, but let it not have an aspect on Saturn and Mercury, for they said that the splendor of the powers of these stars was diffused upon this image, and it did speak with men, and declare those things which are profitable for them.